Hi friends, welcome you to the next issue of Stobox Quarantine Chronicles. Today we are going to cover quite an unusual topic for tech companies, unfortunately, the topics of ethics and the topic of how you make your business more ethical through use of technology. Firstly, let's discuss what actually is an ethical business. There are two competing theories in the in the in the management science. One is shareholder supremacy and the other is stakeholder supremacy. According to the first theory, what business should do is to maximize the so-called shareholder value. That is basically how much profits the business makes. According to the second theory, businesses have to maximize not only the profits of their shareholders but also care about all the stakeholders of the business and maximize stakeholder value. Who are the stakeholders of the business? These are customers of the business. These are employees, a very important stakeholder. These are partners, suppliers, and the broader community to which the business belongs. And let's be clear, businesses are often a vital part in the lives of many people. Companies like Facebook, like Netflix, many other companies are a vital part of our daily routine and impact how we live, how we vote, where we go, uh, what is our level of anxiety and happiness. So they have extreme impact on us. Often, smaller businesses in many cities are a vital part around which the communities form. Cities die after businesses go bankrupt, as we have seen in Detroit. And social responsibility of the businesses, for example, in Detroit, would be to find a way to remain afloat in order to keep the city healthy. Thus, an ethical business is a business that concerns itself not only with profits and its shareholders, but also which maximizes the stakeholder value and the good it brings to the world. Mm. However, being an ethical business is complicated. There are two main limitations. One is the principle is that stakeholders don't have a direct impact on our business decisions. They don't participate in board meetings, in management meetings, etc. They can only sometimes indirectly impact businesses, and often businesses have much higher power over customers than vice versa. Mm, The second problem is that as a person, as a business manager, even if you do want to conduct an ethical business, it still is fairly complicated because you are under constant shareholders' pressure. In the end of the day, you're only a person, and we you all have weaknesses and become corrupted at some point after having long having power for a long time. Mm, And this is the point where actually technology can help. And this is probably one of the best applications that can be done for digital technologies in finance. What can be done with digital technologies is making your stakeholders your shareholders. That is aligning shareholder and stakeholder supremacy, giving important people that matter for a business power, giving pieces of shares of your company to your customers, to clients that matter to you, to the community you belong in, perhaps to the city, etc. Mm, It in the legacy framework, where ownership is paper based, it is extremely complicated to do because you need to have a list with thousands of investors. You need to do annual reporting or even quarterly reporting with them, and many other things which complicate the management of these shareholders and make it for a smaller, for even medium-sized private company, uh, then make it unfeasible, and that is why you don't do it. But what digitalization of companies' ownership does, what we call in Stobox tokenization, it is the process that allows you to transfer management of your investors the digital form, to distributed ledgers, where you can do everything in a, not only Stobox does it, many companies using them. You can digitize and store your shares in a form which allows you the simple management even of a thousands of investors. And this actually opens path to making your stakeholders shareholders in your business, which can participate then in board meeting, which have access to your private information, which can have a real impact on how decisions are made, which can keep our ego in check, and in such way contribute to our businesses not only being more ethical, but also transcending ourselves and becoming not only something which we used to serve to ourselves, because we are not eternal and we will die at some point, but serving to the world, to the community, to something more than us. And this is probably not raising funds, not reducing expenses and anti-threshold in investment funds, etc., but really making all businesses belong to the world and not only to certain people. This is only the greatest use case for tokenization. And it was my pleasure to share it with you. I hope it was useful to you. And there will be many interesting things we will be telling in our in Quarantine Chronicles about business, about digital technologies, about tokenization, etc. So I'll be glad if you stay in touch. Have a nice day.